The most important question I got was, what is your legacy? Not a material legacy, but if life stops now, how do you want to be remembered? What is your frequency legacy? The Phoenix Frequency podcasts are results from that question. When all seemed burnt in your life, the fertile ash of a phoenix is filled with compassion, love, forgiveness, empowerment, intuition, wisdom, generosity, creativity, resilience, a balance of an evolution and involution, what is needed to rise. I am Nienke van Bezooijen and I live my Phoenix frequencies. On a weekly basis, I share my insights, my resources, and I have guests who Phoenix themselves. If it resonates to you, you're welcome to rise. Welcome to the Phoenix Frequencies. At a time in my life when history seems to repeat itself, flashes of memories visit me often, mostly about making drastic points of no return in the lives of family members. When autumn comes here in the Northern Hemisphere, it can have a deep impact on people's attitude and responses. Winter depression, they can call it also. When my grandmother Emma stood up for herself because she wanted to live, she left my grandfather after 70 years of marriage. She survived and lived for another 9 years, creating her own life. My grandfather died within 3 months. My husband couldn't be with December. Many conflicts, death and unsolved issues he had piled up in his memory, and every December he dwelled into it. After I've been with this attitude for 2 years, I got dried summer flowers, hay, a basket full of food he loved, and I transformed our bed into a summer-smelling picnic area. The surprise was too big for him. He liked the food, but the day after he chose the misery again. I offered him another, more supportive attitude, but he felt safer in his own created world. The reactor married the creator. Later, his father died at Christmas Eve. His mother lived another 10 years. She died like her son. She couldn't find her creativity within herself. They couldn't transform their point of no return in their life. I felt like an alien in my biological family, living with my glass half full in their half-empty world. Points of no return. People act and react differently, and I see that around me more and more. I become more conscious about it. Facing, for example, deep business losses. They act from shame and keeping up the appearances, sacrificing their health, their relationships in their own created truth. Struggling in a marriage, rather searching outside in the complaint than facing what the situation really needs to both feel better in the marriage. 3 years ago, at this time of year, I was in a high speed running into the crash that would nearly cost my life. I was running to my point of no return. I reached out to so many people to avoid this all, but because I could always act as the creative, I always bounced back in difficult periods in life. The last bits of life energy, the circumstances with my husband sucked the life out of me. Day by day, it was lonely, cold, and I felt like an empty shell, a robot. My body started to shut down. The doctor put me even on an ECG, a heart monitor, to eliminate a heart attack just a couple of days before. And no one recognized what was really going on. I felt my point of no return coming. I was even willing to surrender, to be with it without regret. Enough is enough. I was too tired. Although it was a close call at October 12, 2021, life chose me. That was another point of no return. I refused to bounce back. I choose to phoenix. I choose to create a life that I could serve by choice. I choose drastically to let go what didn't serve that purpose. My intuitive sensor grew day by day and became my best friend. And when my coach Sheva said one day that she couldn't trust anyone, only her heart guidance, I so much got her. If my heart says yes, I dare to trust fully. That's a point of no return. I stopped bouncing back, repeating myself. I don't need to repeat myself. Around me, in the repeating history nowadays, I see all people clinging on to their own self-created stories, their self-soothing truth. They get irritated if I don't join them in their truth. I see fully through them, but without a judgment, but also without joining them. The point of no return. This weekend, the documentary Source of Joe Dispenza was released. Science proves we can create by ourselves. Finally, it got proved. 3 years of heart-brain coherence practice helped me in my mental, physically, and emotional traumas by choice. It's a reset. It's a point of no return, no more bouncing back. And we all get our pivotal moments. They can be embraced as points of no return. Also you, can stop bouncing back, pretending you're resilient so you can be seen as strong, pretending you are fine, pretending you don't need another junction to take in life. My husband, my grandfather, chose their martyrhood. They died fairly fast, sad, fearful and angry. They couldn't find another way than being reactors to circumstance. They couldn't find another way but just mix the same letters and you step into the frequencies of creators. I let go of control and choose contribute instead to my own creative power, to what I can transform for what's highest best for all, not only my own truth, my own story. What do you want? Do you have the courage to transform the repetitive reactor in you to an innovative creator? Why? Well, just because you can.